What up? What up? What up? Welcome to this man's very special 30th episode of 94 Feet with Coach JT, and on day 711. So I hope y'all got y'all Slurpees.
I need to go do that.
Hey, man, I want to give a big shout out to my dog, man, sitting right next to me, man. We've been down for a long time, and also he took time out of his day, take care of some family business. I want to give him a personal shout out right now to Casey for coming out and linking up with your boy for this 30th, man. I appreciate you, my dog.
Man, the pleasure is all mine, man. The pleasure is definitely all mine. I just see 94 Feet with Coach JT making moves out here, and the fact that, I get a chance to be a part of it, man, that's love, bro. We going back to Hoop It Up,
Man.
ARC, you know what I'm saying?
Outside in the
Saturday,
sun.
come on, man. This go way, way, way back. So anytime you need me for anything, I'm with it, bro.
My dog, I appreciate it, man. Hey, so as we said before, 94 feet, we're going to jump right into this, though, but it's so much going on the past few days. And currently, right now, some people are witnessing this little butt whooping that the Bucks are putting on.
I need that.
I
need that.
It's putting on right now. So, what do you think the Bucks going to do, man? They win this one, then what's next for them?
Well, I said going into game 2, I felt game 2 was a must win.
Facts.
Because you needed to not go down 0-2 and having to win 4 out of 5 against a team like Phoenix, who's playing real well. Phoenix had won, I think, going into that game 2. They had won maybe, like 12 or 14 or something crazy like that. So I was like, man, you don't want to get in a situation where you got to win 4 out of 5 against a team that hasn't lost too much in like the last month.
Right.
They lost, and I proclaimed on the show, I was like, yo, it's done. It's done. But you go back to Milwaukee, you get your 2, and now it becomes a 3-game series. So they took care of step 1 right now,
Right.
Winning game 3. Got to win on Wednesday to make it 2-2. And to be honest with you, I know I said, Milwaukee was done, but hell, if it's 2-2, it's just a 3-game series at that point. You just got to win 1 on the road and 1 at home.
Facts. So I'm watching the game, even the first 2. Giannis, okay. Just we talk about him a lot.
Boy.
I know
That's
you
my
talk
boy
about
right
Giannis
there.
a lot. But today, people say Bud don't make adjustments a lot.
Uh-huh.
To me, it seemed like I've been talking about it a lot, put him in the pick and roll, don't let him handle the ball, let Middleton and Holiday handle the rock, and then he gets to just catch and finish besides try to make decisions and then drive and get fouled. So today I saw a little bit of that.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts about what they're doing with Giannis right now?
For the longest time, man, I've been so frustrated with seeing how they use Giannis. He's a special talent with the way he can handle, the way he can move, the way he can pass. But I feel like the Bucks and Coach Bud, they fell too much in love with that. And they forgot the fact that he's 7 feet. If he's 7 feet, why do I need him always at the top of the key on the perimeter? Man, get down on the block. Give me 2. Who blocking a Giannis jump hook?
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying? So give me 2. At the very least, if he's struggling from the outside, let him get down on the block so he can, get a feel, see the ball go in. I know he don't really shoot his free throws well, but get to the line or whatever. But all that, it's too much on the perimeter. Like you said, get him as a roller in a situation. Just move him around. I felt a lot of the times, it started last year with Miami in the bubble. They cracked the code. It was pretty easy to figure out what they were going to do with Giannis. They were going to get him at the top of the key.
ISO.
And spread out.
Yeah.
And that's easy. To me, that's easy to guard.
Yep.
So now move him around, put him in different situations. They did a little bit of that today. Giannis, that's my guy right there, man. Giannis is killing again tonight. He was killing in game 2. Lay off my man Giannis. That's
I got to give
guy.
this dude either a ton of respect or he's such a humble dude. He only played the first 3 minutes of the game, 4 minutes. He asked for a sub. He wasn't injured. I don't know if it was, I'm watching, I'm a pre-game routine. I watched him do him and his brother, comedian before a game, right? But he plays 2 or 3 minutes, but I think he was so hyped up, he realized I had to go calm down a little bit.
Facts.
How many guys would be that selfless and say, you know what, hey, let me just go sit for a good 2 and get back in the game and really turn up? Because I was like, wait, is he hurt? I'm looking around. Right. Is it? He just went down, catches his breath, and came back in. They took care of business.
I saw that too. I was like, I was watching the game in a restaurant, and I didn't have the commentators or nothing like that. And I saw him come out, and I was like, what's this all about or whatever. But for him to have the awareness to do something like that, Giannis is a different cat, man. He's a different cat. I say that in a positive way, where he's selfless. There's not a lot of ego involved with him, and it's about winning with him. It's about winning. It's about the team, and for him to make that move to, that, and that's just a real moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been in big games where, you're just super hyped. The first 5 minutes or so, you're not making good decisions, or you're too hyped where you just need to take that 30 seconds, 45 seconds to get your mind right, get your breathing patterns back on it. And for him to do that, man, in the NBA Finals, that's big time.
I played some big games, but not in a position where you and some of my counterparts have been at. Y'all had to get the bucket. See, my job was a lot different. So, what about you, though? Would you at that point have ever had to come out, or you just regroup? Because, again, your job, I've known you since we played against each other, played with each other, is to get a bucket or buckets. So how did you handle those moments when you had to go up there?
I wouldn't have done that, but it's not. But like, to be honest with you, it's not even like on no machismo stuff. It would have been. I probably wouldn't have had the wherewithal to do that. You know what I'm saying? To say, okay, I need this. Like, I would have just kind of fought through it, and you figure it out. I always say this all the time with like big games and big moments like that. The first 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes is just like
huge,
it's
right?
Crazy, right?
Huge.
It's crazy. The energy's crazy. It doesn't feel real. After about 5 minutes, it just turns into a basketball game, man. And and he really just was trying to get to that point, I guess, where it's just a basketball game. It don't matter it don't matter the finals. It don't matter if it's pros versus Joes. After about 2, 3 minutes, and you do some basketball stuff out there, it just turned into a basketball game. Same game you've been playing forever. So he just kind of expedited that process to get to that point. And,
cool.
And shout out to him for that.
It don't matter if it's Kennedy McClatchy.
Oh, man.
I got to throw that in there.
Oh,
shout out to my Cougars, man.
Up, man.
Shout out to my Cougars, man. My new Cougars, man. I appreciate y'all. Man, real quick, though, talk about that little segment, just the high school segment, man. I just want to give all those kids, actually everywhere, coaches, kids in the U.S., just props, because I think I took about 9 COVID tests in a 2-week span to get those boys to play 5 games, and just a shout out to them, man, and their parents for getting to the school. The whole staff at Kennedy, AD, principal, everybody, I'm saying, I know I appreciate y'all the most, but also it was stressful. It was stressful for real, but to see those boys get to play a couple of games, man, I really do, again, got to show love and appreciation, because without everybody being together, man, it wouldn't have happened, bro.
I was just about to say, shout out to you, shout out to those kids, to the parents for sticking with it, because a lot of kids and parents and coaches didn't stick with it. You know what I'm saying? They said, we're just going to tap out. You know what I mean? And kids lost their final games of their career, and, parents that lost the opportunity to see that. So, for programs like yourself over at Kennedy, who were able to stick with it and go through, the testing on a daily basis and all this other stuff, man, big ups to you guys.
Yes, sir.
Man,
yes, sir. Appreciate it.
I feel bad for those kids, man, who even though they got to play some games, so, the senior year, man, you know what I'm saying, and not being able to experience that. I can't imagine not experiencing my senior season.
Only thing I would say, Rice Smith Park would have been a movie.
Hey, but you know what happened, though?
They got back outside right now. Yes.
They back outside.
I have not seen kids outside so much since I was like, they really outside hooping.
Hey,
jeans, shorts, T-shirts, Jordans on the blacktop. They are hooping no matter what. And I was like, that's what the basketball is, though,
absolutely,
bro. That was the one thing, man.
And look here, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I got a little bougie, because I know me. Somebody like, we going to the park to play, like this about 2-3 years ago. Go to the park to play. I ain't going to the park, man.
Nah.
you got a gym at that park? I ain't going outside. But you had to do what you had to do to get back out on the hoop court, man. So that's dope.
Shout out to everybody, man. Speaking of like Sacramento locals, man, yesterday, man, these Nigeria versus Team USA, and I'm going to start off with the local kid, man, who just basically iced the game. Ike Rock, one of my guests who's on my podcast. Ike had a big drive, a big 3-ball. And to me, again, so I watched him play as a middle school, high school kid, coached against him, watched him come back and do his thing. Ran into him up in Spokane, right, at a hoop fest. Good kid, bro. Like, the kids I was with, Ike was like, I'll take a picture with the kids. And, just their whole family is pretty dope. But then to see him on the stage, I was like, and do an interview with them, bro. Mm-hmm. So humble, but he works, man. Yeah. A lot of those guys work, though. But also, to wake up call to Team USA, like, you just can't walk on the court, no matter who you have on the roster, though, and win games. What do you think about that?
Well, let me ask you. Do you think that we're at the point now, and I know Team USA didn't have everybody. It wasn't like LeBron and Steph was out there, too. They had KD, but, there's probably, to be honest with you, there's probably a whole roster
missing.
That's missing.
Facts.
That could be there, right? But do you think we're at the point now where it's like it's real comp? It's a real basketball game. No matter like the countries have caught up. Not to say that we're worse, but I mean, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, when the Dream Team went out, they hadn't seen no hoop like that before.
No.
Now they've studied it for a whole generation of kids around the world have studied it. You think that they've caught up to being on a bit of a level playing?
So I would even break it down to the last 10 years. The evolution of basketball globally has helped it, and yes, because you can see even the Nigerian players, some of those guys are on NBA rosters.
Right.
Or they had big-time college careers.
Right.
And the pro game overseas is such a high level, but also, again, they can come to America and train nonstop. You have Mike Williams, head coach, right? Mike Brown, Mike Brown.
Yeah.
So Mike Brown, like, look at the dude's resume.
Right.
I saw him yesterday, push the tempo, tell him to push tempo.
Yeah.
But also for me, you know me, them dudes was strapping up. The dudes was strapping up. They was guarding guys.
Physical.
And you can play, and as you know, right, in international Olympic play, you can play a little physical. I saw them bumping and grinding.
Yeah.
They did not make it easy for guys to get buckets, and I'm like, that's always been my thing. So I'm like, these boys is locking up, man.
Was what Precious do to KD when KD came to the lane? Ooh,
And
Precious hit that thing back.
Meet that thing, and then gave me a little look too, like, you know what I mean? Like, but that's my thing. And my thing is, I know a lot of big dogs aren't playing right now for the USA, so that ultimately, I've heard Steve and the other guys say they're the favorites. But for me, even when you get who's missing, only is Drew Holiday and Middleton, right?
Yeah.
I may not feel that's enough, brother.
I be looking crazy. I be looking sideways. I look at them like Yvette and Baby Boy with the side eye. You know what I'm saying? When they talk about Holiday and Middleton, sometimes like, man,
what are they? Who they gonna guard out there? The other positions. Dame don't guard. Dame does not guard.
That's gonna be a Zach LaVine. Drew Holiday will guard.
Yeah.
And what's my Jeremy Grant? Those are gonna be
who
the
is
defenders
our
on the rim.
post defender? Bam is not it.
So let me
Shot blocker.
So let me ask you this about Bam, because I like Bam, man. I do. I like Bam. You know, that Kentucky team with Fox, Monk, and Bam. Those are my young boys right there. I like that team for whatever reason. But I don't know. Bam is a little. He the starting center on the Team USA.
I really don't know what. I thought they couldn't get somebody else though. They couldn't get like who else is DeAndre Ayton considered? Because I heard his name pop up before.
Yeah, so I don't know how that works because he's from the Bahamas.
Right, and it depends. I guess, but numbers based upon. But I think you could have found somebody.
AD didn't want to go. Obviously,
yeah, he didn't want to go. He's catting off to me though, but that's AD. That's AD. He catting off.
Hey man, you said it. You spoke it.
AD catting off to me, brother. I don't know. AD over there getting tatted up on IG. I see him getting tagged every day by the big dude Steve, the big time tag guy. I'm like, he want to be the movie release coming out. He wants to be Hollywood while in Hollywood.
Should they have? I know they want these people to go through a process. Should they reach out to Zion?
I don't know, man. Nah, I need a bigger body. I'm trying to win. That'll bring ticket sales or watch views.
I'm trying to think. Who is the big man?
I don't even know
the
no more,
American
bro.
big man.
Like, because all of them are foreign, right?
Yeah.
You got Yoke, foreign. You got
Sabonis. Jared Allen.
Yes, he'll give you the energy and block shots, but he's little though. He's lightweight.
To be honest with you, Bam is better than Jared Allen. So
yeah.
I understand that.
Facts.
I mean, I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know where the American big man is.
That's crazy. I'm looking at these stats real quick though. Gabe Ventus had 21. That dude Caleb Agada, guard, he was killing. I think he had 17.
He was a problem.
And both Ike from here had 11, other Ike had 13. Again here, you know what I'm saying, you had KD with 17, Jay's hitting 15, but Dame had 14. It didn't like no flow though, man. Like I don't know, we're used to seeing a domination, right?
Yeah.
It looked like they was there, but I mean like they was just there.
I feel like those days are done though, the domination days, man. And that's what I was kind of getting at as far as like the rest of the world catching up. Like, sure, you're going to get your 20, 30-point wins just because, you know, the American team is super talented.
Right.
But it's not like it ain't 92 when they're going up against Angola again. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that no more. You ain't getting 50, 70-point wins. You're getting some real hoop games now.
But I think it's like, man, other people, you're a March country. Mm-hmm. They're not going to let us sit back and just come half whatever to the dinner table.
Right.
You better bring the whole family with you because these other countries coming. Like even again, Luka. I have my feelings about Luka, but they want to win. They want to beat us, and they want to make it known. So, like, you can't come in easy. Like, you can't half-butt do it. You can't walk through there. You can't half-ass it. You got to bring your game. But also, you got to put it on display because if not, you know it's going to be all over the media.
Absolutely.
They're going to question everybody, you know what I mean, like that. So that's definitely going to be crazy.
But even with that, though, man, I'm not even, like, I know it was a shock.
Yeah.
But I come from a spot in a place where I'm gonna give these other countries a little more credit. Like people looking at it like,
Facts.
oh, USA, how you lose? Da, 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 da. Like no, these
They
boys
got
is
better,
balling, bro. They balling. So I'm gonna give the other countries a little bit more credit. But obviously, Team USA should be the favorites. They should be number one.
Right.
But if they lose a game or two, I mean, I'm not gonna be unbelievably shocked.
That's what's up for sure. Yeah, we're gonna see, man, because it's finna get real soon.
It is, man. It is.
Big weekend this weekend too. Like, Big Three had started this weekend. Did you catch any of them?
Man, I missed the
Big
Three.
crazy.
So here's the problem.
Where
was the big? Where can I watch it? I was trying to record it. I was trying to find it.
I thought it was just me. I tried to download the app, my dog. I tried to no access. I said, how do you watch Big Three? But then I see well, of course, Cuban and post on it. But I'm like, how can I watch the game? The homie Tay was playing. He had 26 on. He dropped 26. My big dog. But I'm like, I couldn't watch no more games. I was like, wait a minute. So y'all getting funded by people, but where's the actual? Can we watch it? And I was sick. I couldn't watch it.
Well, the crazy thing is, because I follow those guys, Tay and Brian Custer and all those dudes. Yeah. They got a deal with CBS.
Yes.
So I was like, yo. First, I went to regular CBS, wasn't on there. Then I went to CBS Sports Network, wasn't on there. I'm like, where is it at? I know they got a deal with Triller.
Okay.
And Triller, it might have been on Triller, but Triller is so crazy right now because I don't know how the hell you watch Triller off your phone.
I even tried it yet.
On none of the smart TVs, you can't never, at least the ones I have. I got a Samsung,
you got
Roku, I got, come on, I got to make sure I'm covered everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying?
Baby.
I'm working. I'm working everywhere I go. I'm working.
Facts. Man, that man's a busy man.
But yeah, I don't know. The Big Three, I need them to improve on that.
Yeah. I definitely improve on that. We got to catch a game, bro. That's what we got to do. Because we still hoop, guys. We need to go catch a Big Three game.
They only in Vegas and New Orleans this year, right?
Then they going somewhere crazy for the championship.
Yeah,
I'm like Bahamas or something like that. I'm like, but we definitely got to try to catch a game.
You know what I want to pull up on is my favorite. I talk about all the time. The basketball tournament.
Yeah, so I think the homie D Wade's in it again, Dominique Johnson, a couple other guys from SAC playing. That environment to me is just so our era.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get to this number before I win. Yeah. It ain't over yet. You know what I mean? The clock. So now it just goes crazy. Like I know again, Taven and the Bayheims aren't even playing. A lot of people we know, but them endings, that's all I wait for. I don't care about the first two, whatever no more. Give me that fourth quarter.
The basketball tournament.
Hit that horn. And it get real. It get real grimy out there, baby. It get real grimy out there.
I love the basketball tournament. And I don't think they do any of it up here. I think
we got to go down to SoCal, I think, right? We got to take a ride.
It's like Cal State LA or something.
You got to take a ride. Take a ride.
Yeah, I need to pull up on that for sure.
That's what's up. I want to get into the hometown team, but before I do, man, I got something for you, man. I got to shout out the homie, bro.
Okay.
Homie Steve Jordan, man, Barber's Dream,
man.
The homie, man, plugging me. My homie Dwight Taylor popped up today, too, in the scene. He got the same shirt on, man. I got
Taylor, man. Come on, man.
And Eddie, my dog Eddie right there. Eddie in the back, DJ, man. Y'all hook up with Eddie, man. Like I said, I appreciate everybody for coming and showing support, man. But barbersdreams.com, you can find to get all the gear there, too, as well. And shout out to D's Word of Mouth Catering, man. If y'all need any catering goods, D's, hook it up. His seasoning, fire.
Hey.
Fried turkey's coming up, too, bro. Fried turkey, D do it all.
I'm going to just tell y'all like this. If you need anything, I look this man right here. This dude, I was like, yo, the catering. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Facts.
Oh, I need a court. Oh, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, everything, man. Yeah, everywhere.
Hey, man.
Yeah, everywhere. You ain't never there.
Definitely, man. Shout out to Blueprint Events, too, man. We got an event coming up, man, July 24th. Cigars, tacos, tequila, man. Just hit the 94 Feet with JT Instagram. Hit the link. We got a popping for you, man. But, yeah, definitely got to support my people, and I appreciate them as well. So, Sacktown, man, we love our Kings, baby. We've been here through it everything. Yeah. Rocking and rolling, nothing. The Rock, Mitch Richmond. Shout out to Mitch Richmond, man. That's been my ace forever. Where we going right now, okay? What we doing, brother?
I don't know. I know where we better be going, though. I know we better be going to the playoffs.
Bruh.
I'm just going to say right now, I talk about it all the time on the show, whatever the case may be. And for y'all that don't know, D-Lo and KC is 1320, 12
Shout out D-Lo.
Friday. You know what it is. Shout out Dame. They better be making the playoffs.
I just want
else somebody's ass is gonna be grass. There's gonna be hot seats all through whatever the address is at Golden One Center.
All I know is the high school playoffs better not be more packed than the Kings playoff game. I just want to get in the play-in game this year. I thought we were headed there for a while. I mean, I had to keep my hope alive.
I was gonna get there.
I was like, just be there. Get there.
I thought they was gonna get there.
You know what I mean? But I mean, it is what it
Play-in
is.
still gonna be around too, man. So ain't no excuses. Next year you getting the play-in, man.
Speaking of Kings, though, we'll get back to them also. Shout out to Bobby Jackson, man.
Absolutely,
Coach Bobby, man. That's been a dude I've looked up to forever. Before I actually met him physically, bro, it's crazy how it works out. And I've always looked at him for as what he does off the court, but on the court, super humble. But he plays defense's energy. Yeah. Then I meet him. Then I see him as grind. I mean, shoot, I'm going to my 15th year coaching, but my path is different. Yeah. But the goal's still the same. So I definitely got to give Bobby a shout out because again, he's always been respectable. Comes to help out the camp, speak to the kids. I mean, I talked to his son a few times when he was at Granite Bay a few years ago, but just I'm excited about Stockton Kings, man, because Bobby, I mean, again, the work, man, behind the scene, unseen hours, I know he been grinding, bro. Hey, I know he been grinding.
And Bobby's one of them dudes, man, that, he's not from here, and he made this place
home.
His home. You know what I'm saying? He's been here since he got traded here, signed as a free agent. That was in 2000 or something.
Bro, he's been a dope person in the city, for the city though. Yeah. Somebody we can rely on who gonna produce. You feel me?
He's been here and planted roots. You know what I'm saying? He in the streets, he in the community. You know what I'm saying? So,
all aspects. Shout out to Bobby J, man. Yes, sir, man.
Sure, man. He gonna get them boys right down.
And like I said, who knows what's next? I'm just saying. Who knows what's next?
I guess we better enjoy them while we can. Right?
That's what I'm gonna say. Cause that's what I know. It's levels to it. And I think he's gonna make moves, man. So you know what I'm saying. I definitely appreciate.
We selfish. We want him to stay here, but hey, if you. He get that call, man. Go ahead, man.
Just come back up to 5. We'll be good. Get off on J Street, baby. Get off on J Street, baby. We good.
See, the only reason I won't say that is because if that happens, that means we probably still ain't made the playoffs. This is what I say for everybody that want Luke Walton gone, man.
I didn't say it.
Look, you feel how you feel. I ain't really tripping.
Right.
All I know is if he's getting fired, that means we still ain't made the playoffs.
I agree with you. So we got to get to the playoffs.
So I don't really care who's coaching. I don't care how we get there. We got to get next. You see all that, what they call deer attack? What's the place out in front of the stadium?
Doko, all that stuff like that.
No, in Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah. They got a whole city,
deer
town.
Attack.
Yeah.
They need to be like that downtown.
It'll be rocking down there,
Come on, man. I need that downtown sack.
Doko will be crazy outside watching the game. It will be wild open right there.
So,
like I said,
anybody feel how you feel about Luke Wall? I don't care. All I know is if he's getting fired, that means we ain't make the playoffs again.
Facts.
I need to make the playoffs.
Last thing about basketball, man. I've been thinking about this for so long. I got to ask this Pat Beverly question, though. Bro, if you're on my team and a dude push you like that, I'm not having it.
Nah.
I don't know. I'm not getting. I guess pro level they get fined, but in our college, JC, or high school game, that's especially somebody I rock with. Like even Kaminsky, I know that.
Yeah, Kaminsky the one.
But he walked past him. But he looked at him. But I'm like, I couldn't let you get pushed like that, bro. Like you're.
Hey, if I'm Chris Paul, I'm talking to Kaminsky afterwards. I'm like, what happened there?
Like I could have paid your fine.
Yeah,
could have paid the fine for you.
Well, I mean, we see what happened now with the injuries. But I was like, you're not playing in the finals anyway.
Yeah.
If you don't get, I ain't even saying you got to give him the people's elbow, but don't get in his face.
Hey, I mean, a little something. Something good.
Kaminsky, you need to go have a conversation with Pat Bev right now.
For sure.
And it's the NBA. Ain't nobody fighting. So all you got to do is get in his face. They're going to have 5 guys pulling you back anyway.
Because you
can fake the funk.
That just bothered me and the homies in the group chat. I was like, dog, if that was one of y'all, bro, there's no way. No. I'm just not letting it go down like that, man.
At the very least, I'm getting in his face. We having a conversation.
No way. Speaking about fights, though. I make sure I get this name right, man. The brothers, is it Charlo?
Oh yeah, man, the Charlo brothers. Lions only. You know what it is, baby. Lions only.
Them twins, bro. Them boys hungry right now, and I think I watched the last episode last night.
Yeah.
I was so happy to see them come back together. They had their difference they talk about, right? But they actually came back. It was like, bro, when I'm winning, run together, both locked in. They was like, we focused. And this was the week before last week though, when the other brother fought. He was like, I'm with you, dog.
Yeah.
But them dudes right there, I've just over the last month and a half. What you think?
Those my boys, man. The Charlos are my boy. My favorite fighters right now. In no particular order, I guess.
Okay.
It's Tank. You know,
Hey.
I feel my boy Tank. That's my guy.
And
right
he's from
there.
Baltimore too. So
Shout
all my
out
Baltimore
B-More,
my
man.
homies
You know what
Q
it
Green, Tay,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
y'all,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Baltimore, Josh, hey,
Yeah.
all y'all on the map, man,
Shout
for
out
sure.
to all my people in B-More. Absolutely.
Yes,
So
sir.
we got Tank. Then we got my man Errol Spence going up against Manny Pacquiao in August.
Okay.
And then you got the Charlos. Those are my
Charlo,
boys
hey.
right there. Those are the Charlos, Lions only. That's the mantra.
Yep.
You know, and these dudes, they just about working, about their business.
It shows though.
You know what I'm saying? And they don't get caught up in all that, you know, the frivolous stuff that goes on in boxing.
Facts.
It's like, yo, we here. You put them up against us. We ready to fight now.
So the one that's gonna fight this week,
That's
he
Mel.
already has 2 belts.
Yeah,
He's
Mel.
going to get 2 more potentially from the other guy, right?
Mel going for undisputed in
Yes,
154.
undisputed.
And it's the whoever wins, it'll be the first time there's an undisputed champion.
That's what it was.
In
So
that weight class.
okay,
man.
that's a big fight, man. That one I won't miss that one. Can't miss that one.
And it's on Showtime. Ain't even no pay-per-view, man.
Oh, let's
your
get it.
Showtime up.
Let's get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of fighters who you can't stand or you're not worried about,
Okay.
the Wilder and what's the other guy's name?
Yeah, Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury.
That clown Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury didn't want no smoke. Or what you think?
Nah, look. So this is what I say all the time, man. When they be like, "Oh, this guy's scared to fight this guy."
Yeah.
I try not to disrespect these fighters. They fight. They know what it is. I don't think none of these fighters are scared of any fighter. But Tyson Fury might have been scared of Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder. See, Tyson Fury, he a little con artist. I wouldn't put nothing past him. He's been a liar his entire career. He's been a cheat his entire career. So for you guys who don't know, in the second fight, Fury knocked out Wilder or whatever the case may be, and they end up stopping the fight or whatever.
Okay.
Wilder believes that the gloves were tampered with, were in essence like the hand wraps. That's like a cast.
Thick enough to
in essence
cause enough.
He was hitting them with the hand wraps,
right,
and not the cushion of the glove.
Right.
That's what Wilder believes. Whether it's true or not, like I said, Fury don't deserve no benefit of the doubt. I wouldn't put it past him because he's a lying cheat. But whether it's true or not, all that matters is Wilder believes that happened. Right? That's all that matters. Is
right.
Whether it's true. Wilder believes that's what happened. So Wilder's been on record a couple of times saying before Fury, he said, "I want to catch a body in the ring." And he's like, "Y'all think I'm playing? Like, I want to catch a body." So
he's going to try to end it for him.
He said, "I'm going to make sure we settle this score. It's blood for blood, eye for an eye." And Fury is like, he probably sitting back like, "Yo, I didn't mess with the wrong dude at this time." Like, I was talking to my homeboy about this, and I kind of hope that I'm playing when I say this. I hope it's tongue-in-cheek. But I feel like Wilder don't even care about these belts no more. He feel like this dude tried to end his life, end his career, and he like,
I'm good.
I'm
gonna get
I
out
don't
of
care
it.
about these belts.
I'm gonna get out.
Like, you're going to have to see me, whether it's in the ring or in the streets. You're gonna have to see me. That's the type of dude he is. So Tyson Fury is a sucker. You know what I'm saying? and he's a liar and a cheat.
That's what's up for sure. Okay, that's what's up, man. I heard you talk about that a couple of days ago, and I was like, you know what I mean? But to me, I need another perspective, though. But I want to see the good fight. I definitely want to see him get in the ring. Entertainment, hopefully. But again, if you're running, what we going to do? If you're going to keep running.
And Tyson Fury, he wasn't ready to fight. That's the biggest thing. He wasn't ready to fight. He was fat, over about 300 pounds. And these are heavyweights, so he might have came into the last fight like a 270 or something like that. Yeah. So it's not a drastic change. But, I mean, that extra 30 pounds or whatever, especially when it's not put on the right way, it's put on because you've been drinking and doing other extracurricular activities. I ain't no snitch. I ain't saying nothing. But anybody that know, you never know what's going on with Fury. So when you put on the weight that way, that's not a good look. He wasn't ready to fight, and he found a way to get up out of the fight, in my opinion.
Okay, that's what's up, man. The homie Dwight Taylor's over here supporting us today, man.
Shout out Dwight Taylor.
Shout out Dwight Taylor.
Yes,
in the education system, big, man. If you guys looking for any type of motivational books or sayings, and I'm gonna give this plug too, because this has been my guy for a while now.
I always try to dominate my day, man.
Hey, dominate your day, but also for me as a college professor. Yes, I said that again.
Say it again. Not just say it again. I'll say it again. They didn't hear you the first time.
College professor. I use his books as tools for my classroom, for my students, man, and it's such a blessing because it inspires them, bro, especially through COVID. And this one thing I told him, I sent him a couple summaries, but I have them write summaries, Kenny, of like what the readings are.
Right.
to get to relate to them because they may not all talk. In Zoom class, they may not all show their face, but through their writings, through their summaries, I learned my students. And I was like, his book, I was like, I don't have to look for curriculum as far as that part go. It's verbatim for me, but it brings out exactly what I want to know about my students.
Absolutely.
And it was a perfect timing because through COVID, some kids, I learned that some people were struggling, bro. Some students were, so I could refer them, hey, you may need some assistance here, or just check on the student for me. So again, I'm going to applaud D for that. And you guys can find his stuff on all the platforms, everywhere. Yeah. But again, if education, no matter what you're in, it's something that we all can use. I read it 2 or 3 times. I need to send my cousin. I still do. Send him a book. I told him I'm going to send it to him. But for those students and for everybody, it'll help you out, man. So again, Dwight, I definitely appreciate you being here, my Absolutely. G. And support. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Talk about high school kids, though, Kenny. Now, a couple of days ago, a 16-year-old kid just signed a milli contract. $1 million at 16.
They getting the bag.
So that means he won't even that world go about school. So what? Could you imagine?
No.
Well, I think we imagined it, right? We thought about it, but we didn't think about actually making it happen because we thought about being rich, having money, playing in the pros.
Yeah.
But at 16, have a milli?
I couldn't imagine that, man.
Jesus, bro.
I couldn't imagine that, and more power to him and and to his family, because to be honest with you, we talk about the NCAA all the time.
Man.
But these websites or these Instagram pages, whether it's Overtime or Bleacher Report, and I like all them. I don't mean to cast them in a negative light, but I mean they're getting paid off of clicks and views that they get from these high schoolers,
Facts.
Right? And the fact that whether it's the young man or Mikey Williams, Williams getting on Overtime,
paid.
He getting 1.3 million views on an Overtime post that they did, but before he wouldn't be able to get a dime off of it.
Right, okay.
And Overtime is getting all
they're
the
collecting a check.
Right? You know what I mean? Okay. So, like the fact that
that's crazy.
A guy like Mikey or somebody else that can get in on that now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more power to him, man. That's part
of
the game.
It's definitely a blessing. You can talk about just the evolution of everything. I mean, again, through this COVID thing, a lot of people have either came on the other side of it 2 ways, but I mean, some stuff has evolved and changed, and then I'm thankful for it. I mean, I see the blessings from the people around me and in my circle, people close to me, dog. You know what I mean? So I mean, hey, this is the next step for sports. But so and actually, I did want to get into just quick about you, bro. Like I said, because people they know Casey, I know Kenny, but just your startup to being on TV, being behind the microphone. What brought that about, bro? Because I mean, I've seen the whole process go from 0 to 1,000 right now, bro, and it's dope to see my dog really doing his thing. But what brought that whole movement to you, like getting involved in it? Because people that don't know you, Kenny always been able to use the mouthpiece. That's been my and I was like, dude, you're not from the East Coast, son. If y'all don't know it, what's up, son? I'm like, Kenny was wearing with Timberlands with the jeans in California, though. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, Kenny, we in Cali, you my dog. We in Cali, bro. But he would wear the Timbs with the jeans and the white beater.
On a day like yesterday when it was 111, you'd probably
2
catch
chains.
me in the Timbs. I'd have the Jesus Sutherland fit with the
overalls, baby,
shorts with the white beater. Or that's not even politically correct. The tank top.
You're right.
Underneath. And that's just that was my thing. So listening to some Bad Boy, I don't know.
So what brought this move to really go do your thing with the radio, bro?
Man, it's just one of those things. Like you said, I would talk about sports all the time.
Facts.
Just coming up, and after a while, I was like, let me see if I can get paid to talk about sports. You know what I'm saying? Or write about it or cover it or whatever the case may be. And I made that decision at Consume This. So I was like 19 years old, right? And like, here I am today, 37, about to turn 38. Now I'm just
long grind.
You know what I'm saying?
Long grind.
So that's what it is, man. It's a grind. It's a marathon, as Nip would say. And, you go through your ups and downs. You learn some things or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I just had to make sure that I continued to believe in myself and believe in what I thought my future could be, right? And there was times when I was just like, man, I'm done with it. I'm cool. It's whatever. I tell this story all the time. I think it's sold on here. But, I would do KC's Corners podcast, and I'd be up until 3 a.m, editing, putting stuff together, talking about it. and it's 3 a.m. I got to get up at 6 to go to my regular job. And I know for a fact, Jay, because they show you the stats on SoundCloud. I know for a fact I'm not getting no more than 5 plays on this episode. And then so many times I've been there like, man, why am I only 5 people going to play this thing? Right. Why am I sitting here doing this? But
that long
I would throw my little tantrum. I sit back for about 5 minutes and I'll be like, man, let me finish this up, man, and just do it. And then, I just stay with it. Yeah. Eventually the right person heard it. And
like I said, shout out to you. Let me be your first guest on your show.
Yes, indeed.
And that was recorded in the crib, in the kitchen, on a late night, but a couple of restarts. But to see it just jump off, bro. And again, for me, when I started this back in December, and shout out to Odie Strahan too for just giving me some piece of the foundation to get going, the framework right. But it's like it's a long grind. But as you know, all it takes is one. But you don't know when it's going to come.
Right.
And for me, it's like, okay, again, got super stuff lined up, but stay consistent.
Yep.
But also get better, right? Improve your quality, improve your sound, improve your editing or your networking. And you never know when that one may come. But what was probably the biggest shift for you going up though? What shifted for you to kind of momentum ball start rolling for you? What happened?
Man, it was to be honest with you, it was when I probably got the job doing the podcast for The Athletic, when I was doing the Kings podcast with my guy Jason Jones. Shout out Jay Jones.
What's up?
Shout out Jay. And we got on with The Athletic, and that just kind of put me in a different category. Because before I would go and work these games, and shout out to my man Antonio Harvey, my mentor, believed in me since I was like 20 years old, would send me to these Kings games and stuff like that. But it was like, they're like, oh, okay, well, who are you? Why are you here? Second one observer. Oh, okay. Like, it wasn't nothing, right? But as soon as I got that Athletic on my nameplate, it was like, oh, okay, Athletic. And then people knew Jason.
You got stamped in.
So they was like, yeah, you were Jason's co-host or whatever. And, that got shut down during COVID or whatever the case may be. But that gave me the confidence and confirmed for me that I was on the right path. Even when the show got shut down, because show got shut down in like March or April, and I didn't get on with the ESPN 1320 till like July or August or something like that. But during that time, I had the confidence to be like, nah, you're right there. Like, you came this way. Yeah, you lost this little situation with the Athletic that you thought was about to take you to another level, but that happens. Like, stay rocking, stay focused, and that's kind of the little propeller in my back that I needed to keep pushing.
How was, again, another moment for me though, how was interviewing Coach Katz during the NCAA? That was crazy. And people who may not know your backstory, if you go to iTunes podcast, you can hear the whole backstory with Kenny and Coach Katz. But on 94 Feet Coach JT podcast, all platforms of course, but you can hear his backstory, how that came about with him and Katz. Their relationship is remarkable, and it's built on a solid foundation. Now you're interviewing him during it. Are you guys doing interviews together? How was that, man?
Come on, man.
That was crazy.
It's full circle, man.
That's crazy.
It's full circle. I mean, he saw me when I was doing basketball and trying to be a basketball player, and looking back, I can recognize it now, but he saw more than just a basketball player in me, right? He saw a certain level of character and just the young man the type of young man that he wanted to bring into his program. And 20 years later, it's crazy that I'm saying that 20 years later, right?
Fast.
20 years later, we're like teaming up, doing a TV show locally for the NCAA tournament, and, to have conversations with him and to be able to talk basketball with him.
That's dope.
Man, like I said, it's full circle, man.
Yeah, that's hella dope. Shout out to Katz and my junior college coach too, Coach Jones, man. They laid the foundation, man.
I just want to say real quick, Coach Jones, shout out to him.
Kept it 100.
Good dude, like really good dude. But then, I went to consume this. Yeah. He coached at Sac City. And I remember we were at a wedding. We had a mutual friend at a wedding. No, he went to Bo's wedding, matter of fact.
Okay, yeah.
And we were just talking, man. And he was like, we just had a really good conversation. It was almost like he was my coach, right? You know what I'm saying? And he just a super solid dude, man. And, he gave me advice, and he taps in with me every now and then, man.
Yeah,
so
man.
Big up to Coach Jones for sure, man.
My first W at the K House, man. I signed the ball, had my boy sign it. I dropped it off to him for Father's Day.
That's what's up.
Because he said his dad, he did his basketball for his dad like that. And
That's what's up.
I look at him as one of my. He's probably my most biggest influence in this culture world, in the realm outside of coaching. We're still like family. So I dropped it off to him for Father's Day, and I was like, he was asleep at the time. It was perfect. Coach Julie got it. I said he'll be able to wake up. Perfect. So I was like, you know what I mean? You just got to show respect. You know what I mean? Like you do, right? It was one of the best things. I said, what can I get this guy? Yeah. Perfect right here. It worked out perfect. Shout out Jones, man, and everybody at college days, man. Just we wouldn't be who we are without those guys. Yep. I will say that, man. Yep. And shout out to East Bay.
Always, you know, man. Shout out to Cal State East Bay, Coach Biggs, Coach Ray. What up, man?
The Alcorn State University. You know what I'm saying? That's swag life, baby. I got to represent that swag, baby.
That's one thing. We're going to have a talk about that one day, because that's one thing I think about. And my path was cool or whatever. Woo! But if I could do it again, man, I would have gone to some HBCU.
Yeah, you still would have been a bucket with a whole lot of fans. I know that probably. They like people to shoot the ball down there, but they give you that sound, that three in the air. Every time I said that'd have been perfect. That'd have been perfect, bro. So definitely, bro, we're gonna keep it rocking as far as what you're doing. I definitely love it. But so now my shows though, either live or recorded, triple threat. We know what that is, right? Triple threat, dribble, pass, shoot.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Score. But now I want to apply that before we get out of here, just as far as just things in life and what you're going through, what you're doing. Give me your triple threat, bro. What you got?
Man, so I mean, I'm doing. As far as like what I'm doing,
man, it can be anything professionally, where you want to be at, what you want to give advice to somebody else. It's anything, man. It's on you.
So we'll say with one, I'm doing my thing further in my career, trying to be, trying to be a king in my city.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is, and I'm a firm believer. There ain't just one king. I'm a king. He's a king.
We can all eat.
You making moves. We got Steve making moves. We got a bunch of guys making moves. We all kings out here.
Facts.
So I want to be a king in my city. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, I want to be an example for my son. I got a son. I want to be an example for him, but also for other young kids in the city. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see somebody that looked like myself on TV or hear him on the radio or hear him on my social. I didn't hear that coming up. So I think being able to see it is really important, right? You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Being able to see, like, okay, I see Kenny doing his thing. I see Coach JT doing his thing. I could do that too. You know what I'm saying? I want to be that type of person too. So I want to be inspirational in my city, and I want to be an inspiration in my city. And last but not least, man, I just want to be somebody that, my son and my soon-to-be wife, my fiance, and my mom could be proud of. You know what I'm saying? And somebody that, they look at and they say, he wasn't always perfect, or it wasn't always the easiest road, but I'm proud of the lessons that he learned and the way that he's turned out as a man. And I just want him to be proud of me, man. That's what it is.
Definitely. That's super dope. And again, I know moms is proud, the family is proud. But again, like you said, the circle, right? You are who you hang around to. And I think we've known also, right, through our maturing now and growing up, doing different things, we got to make moves. You know what I'm saying? We got to do things. But also, I think the biggest thing, like I said too, is though we give back to the city that gave something to us. You know what I mean? Because it's needed, but in a positive way. And a lot of people out there right now feel like you can't collaborate and support and link up with each other when that's not. It shouldn't be the case.
Right.
Because we're bigger, stronger together. And as we see, like when certain things happen, it happens. You know what I mean? And again, it wasn't my calling to come in and get this first time in the studio, but it was timely. On the 30th, I gotta call my dog.
Yeah, man, appreciate that.
I gotta call my dog, and then it's like, Dwight popped up, but he's like, Jay, I appreciate it, but it's showing love because we always been looking out for each other. But now it's like we can shed light to other people, and know we can be that light and resource for these young entrepreneurs coming up, these young kids who know how to do studio producing or want to get behind the scenes and give them that beam, right? So I'm like, I know somebody, hey, you can talk to him. Yeah. Like, build that bridge. You know what I'm saying? Communicate.
Absolutely, man.
Advocate for yourself.
I say this all the time, man. Like, I want, I love my city. I love Sacramento. Somebody told me one time, they were like, man, Sacramento, it ain't, it's not the Bay Area, it's not LA or whatever the case may be. Like, how is it going to get put on? And I was like, man, that's crazy. I don't know. And then somebody else was like, well, Brooklyn wasn't Brooklyn until somebody made it Brooklyn, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't that till somebody like put on for it and made it the spot. And I was like, okay, well, Sacramento, I mean, there's a lot of people currently and before us who are doing great things. But I'm just saying, like, I just want to be part of it. At Sacramento, we could look 10, 15 years from now and be like, yo, Sacramento's popping right now.
Yeah.
I just want to do my part. I want to help my other people, come up. So I don't need all the credit. I want to
Yeah.
win, and I want everybody to come up around here, man, because there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of untapped talent in this area too, man. So
I think
I just wanted to pop off.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things I've learned too. Like I know we do. I mean, the shine is good, or the applause, but definitely it'll come in other ways.
Yeah.
Like as a coach, as a coach, vice versa. It's like we all want the back rubs, but you know what? It's when that parent or somebody says, "Hey, I appreciate what you did for me," or I had somebody say in the gym, "I'll never miss a show, JT. I listened to yours." I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
But again, I was like, "That's 5 listeners, whatever." But I'm like, he's there every time.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's all it takes. So I definitely appreciate that, man. And so again, man, for everybody out there, man, just follow the YouTube channel at 94 Feet with Coach JT, 94 Feet Coach JT on IG, all that with Instagram. As far as not on Facebook yet, I'm working on that, baby. Facebook coming next, but also, hey, be aware I got this merch coming soon, man.
Hey,
I'm trying.
I got some stuff. Merch,
I got some merch coming soon, and stuff like that. But shout out to everybody again. Blueprint Events, D's Word of Mouth, the dog, man, Steve with the shirts, Barber's Dreams, plugging everybody today, man. Dope Stone bracelets, man. Just got to put all my people on because we're trying to feed the families. We got to eat, man, and we want to make moves. It's the year of the entrepreneur. This is what it is right now. So we're gonna get it together, man. But again, dog, my 30th episode. There's nobody else who I would rather it be with than one of my aces in the hole right here, baby. So I appreciate you, bro.
Pleasure's all
Shout out to
mine,
Eddie,
man.
Dwight, man. Hey,
you,
this episode was definitely dope. Hey, y'all stay tuned, man, because it's finna be so much more fire coming. Y'all better get ready. So
feet, man, with Coach JT. Go peep that, man. Hey, check me out Monday through Friday, ESPN 1320,
yes, sir.
D-Lo and KC, man.
Holla at your boy.
We talking crazy.
Yes, sir. We out.